Alright, YouTube. My name is Carlton. I do go by Hex on my online witchy community, so feel free to call me that. I will do another introduction video. Today I figured I would kind of share with you my witchy space. I know I was talking with Ember HoneyRaven, and I needed to start a YouTube channel. She pulled my leg, and so here I am. Today I am just cleaning and resetting my space. As you can see, there's definitely a working still going on here, so excuse the mess. I'll be finishing that up later this evening, actually probably tonight. And then I will be able to reset my actual altar. This is my main working altar where I do most of my workings. Um, so as you can take a look here, I have some supplies for the working I'm working on going up front. I have some incense burning at the moment. Back here, I am making, it's called black water. And it's known by a few other names, I believe, throughout different paths. That's a hoodoo formula that I'm working with. It's for cleansing. If you guys want a video on that, please definitely let me know. I'm more than happy to make one. Red chili flakes, some incense, a crystal, my altar candle at the back, which isn't lit right now because I'm not really performing anything. I have my sage and my dragon's blood sage. My athame, which I'm in love with. Blessed with fire. I'll have to do another video about how I did that, I think, because I think it's super important in keeping your tools as empowered as you possibly can. Some oils. So if you guys followed my conversation with a few of you on Witchyversity, which is Ember's little group that she started on Facebook, then I kind of talked a little bit about this as to what the parameters were and what it's for. So that's about all I'll say in the video, I think. And then if you go here, let me stand up. I have my bookshelf. This is all my witchy books. So this half here is stuff that I've read, and then these are all new books that I'm gonna slowly start to read in the process of finishing some of them right now. Second shelf are some of my smaller books. Each shelf has a different size. I got one of these bottles that says Witch's Brew on it from Hobby Lobby. They're freaking adorable. So I'm gonna figure something out to put in there. I think I'm gonna make some kind of oil in that particular bottle. Some candles that I need to read, as you can see here, from different workings that I've done. A tarot deck that I don't use that often. It has a crystal on it to help keep it cleansed. It's there when I need it. And some more books and candles and another tarot deck. And then down here, I have just some stuff in the process. And then again, another storage space for some books. These white packets here are actually printouts that I made from when we talked about witchy materials on the group. I think it was during the witch trials week that we were doing. I printed out some different reading materials from darkbooks.org. You can actually download them and print them as a PDF. I do have some that a friend of mine has that she's currently reading that are spiral bound. I actually take them to like an office supply and have them spiral bound. So those are just right now kind of stapled together until I do that. And then I'll show you my witchy cabinet. So if we go all the way to the top, I have different, ooh, sorry y'all, my lighting's a little weird today. I have some dragon statues. Those are actually gifts from my grandmother that she's been getting me since I was probably like 12 years old. She would get me one every year for my birthday, Christmas. There's a few more that I don't have displayed right now just because I ran out of room. So those are in boxes packed away right now. And then these are from one of probably my best friend in the entire world. See, hear, and speak no evil skeletons. I thought they were freaking awesome, so those are definitely on display. And then let's open the cabinet. I have some charms hanging on the outside for protection, cleansing, some different witchy jewelry for different ritual purposes, as well as an amulet for protection, and an I Ching bracelet. which just helps with money. That's going to go on my prosperity altar once I get that reset. We open this guy here. You can see my witchy cabinet. This is pretty much where I keep all of my supplies specifically for anything witchcraft, occult, prayer, anything like that related. I have in here. My Buddhas on each side. So my top shelf is just extra supplies. So I have some notepads and stuff that I'm taking notes on, little cards with different information until I get something to organize those. The back, the box for my palmistry hand, I wanted to keep that. My chalice, and then some empty bottles that I'm gonna go ahead and cleanse out and reuse to make different waters. 2 different offering bowls, and then I have 2 of my mortar and pestles. They're both white marble or granite, I believe. I'm not too sure. I think the one at the back is marble, and then the one at the front is a granite. I'll have to look into that actually. And then here, if you move my pheasant's wing, which I use for smudging and ritual cleansing, it's beautiful. You have a huge block of selenite, which I use to grind up and just different purposes for that one. We can talk about that if you guys want as well. Second row is herbs, oils, resins, anything like that, different empty bottles. So I have some mugwort, I have some myrrh, some frankincense, some ground frankincense that I put in a little packet, some black salt, I believe. Okay, I have a fun story about this guy. Let me take it out into the sunlight, see if you can see it. It's one of those green Japanese beetles. And I was actually in an event for work for like 3 days, and for 3 days this beetle would not leave me alone whatsoever. I had a beetle that would just fly and sit on my shoulder, and we were indoors. We were inside of a mall, so it was weird that there was one of these flying around in there. So I get home, and I go back to clean my altar, and what do I find right in front of my altar on the floor dead? One of those beetles, after being gone for 4 days. So I decided to keep it. I spoke with Lady Grave Dancer because I had never used a beetle like that. I've used a few different kinds, but not that particular kind in any magical working, and she told me to use it as like a cut and clear or a road opener, or to banish negativity, or if you really felt compelled to do harm, because they actually can do harm to a garden. They eat the plants, and they can actually disrupt the entire ecosystem of a garden if they procreate. So I thought that was really interesting, so I have one on standby, just in case I need it. This is a mortar and pestle I got online, I think it was Amazon. And this one's used in apothecaries. It's a real brass mortar and pestle. It's really tiny. So that's used for special occasions, grinding resins, things like that. Some cinquefoil or 5-finger grass at the back, along with some angelica root, or angelica root, however you want to say that. And then I have lavender as well, with some basil and rosemary. And then here I have my oils. These are strictly my magical oils that are like my hoodoo formulas. At the back I have some sulfur powder. I have some from Lucky Mojo, some amazing oils. I love my Lucky Mojo oils, don't get me wrong. And the ones that I make, which are at the top corner, I don't even know if you can see back here. Let me grab one and I'll show you. I have some blue apothecary bottles with some oils that I made myself, that I use. They're just like my anointing oils and things, which I love. I love making my own oils. You have Conjured Cardia, which is made by Mama Sarah. So if you go to shop.conjuredcardia.com, she's got some amazing oils, you guys. They're such high quality, and they're really, really, really reasonably priced. She does everything herself by hand. She fills each order as they come, from her home. She works from home as a spiritual service provider, so it's quite amazing the things that she does. As everything just goes for a tumble. Sorry, y'all. I gotta get my shit together today. Some money drawing oil, my India Temple oil. I got one of these little stands at Target. I need to get another one for my herbs on the other side. I have some Lucky Mojo red brick dust, black salts, tattoo tonic for when I get tattoos. I just kind of massage a little of that on. Just a few different things. And then my favorite section, incense. All of my current open packets of incense here. One of my favorites is hen, cinnamon, patchouli. If you guys have not smelled this, it's necessary in your life. Hen, saffron is another one. Amazing. Freaking incredible. My all-time favorite ever, and I think Ember now loves these as well. India Temple. I've been using these for years. It's my #1 incense. I always have a pack or two on hand. I also have some cones. Different incense cones here. My palmistry hand at the back. Different tarot decks. Oracle of Visions right now is the one I've been using the most. It's absolutely amazing. That's the Oracle of Visions by Cheryl Marchetti. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll have to do a video on that one as well. And then some boxes of different supplies. Then at the bottom, just spiritual supplies. A working in progress here. And then my candles, one of my ritual athames. Just different candles and burners and things like that. So we'll talk about that probably in a different video. I try to stay as stocked as possible on candles. Anytime I see them in interesting colors, or I see the jar candles, or taper candles in colors that I use a lot for reasonable prices, I stock the hell up. Because in my area, I would have to go to my nearest metaphysical shop, and sometimes they're a little overpriced. Let me scoot in here for you. Let me close this. Sorry, y'all. Okay, then if we go down here, I have some drawers. Just a supply drawer. This is what I'm burning right now on my altar. Some patchouli from him. Just different supplies. Candle remnants that I'm going to remelt and clean. An athame that I'm currently dealing with. It felt a little strange, so I have it wrapped and sealed for now until I figure out what I'm going to do with it. Just random candles and supplies, holders, things like that. Now when I get down here, incense, 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 incense everywhere. I spent a good $150 probably on incense, just so I can stay stocked on them. I try to burn a lot of incense. I don't live by myself, so I typically only burn them when I'm home alone or when I'm doing workings and things like that, and I close my door, just because my family, they're not too big on the smell of incense. It's just too strong for them, I think. It's not that they stink or anything like that. It's just the smell is too strong. They're more into like the light, fresh, clean smell. So I have a few incense that I can burn, like the Kamini Lotus is really nice. It's a very fresh, clean, floral scent, and that one they really don't mind too much. But I got mine from newageincense.com. You do have to place a $100 minimum order because they are a wholesale site. But you do get the boxes. You can order individual packs like these guys here, but I like to order the box. You get, I think it's 6 boxes. Let me make sure. What the hell is it? I don't know. Yeah, so it's 6 of these, and in each one of these there's 26 of incense. So it's 120 sticks for like, they range anywhere from like $2 to $7 a box. They even carry the jumbo size. That's the jumbo size hem rose. So I have a ton of incense here. The top and bottom drawers are full, as you can see. So that's my main witchy space. I do have behind me an ancestral altar that I'm currently kind of like in the process of resetting. I just had a family member pass not too long ago in July, and it was very close to me. It was my grandmother on my father's side, who, you know, she was hardcore Christian. Actually, she's Catholic, I should say. Very devoted. However, she wasn't the type of Catholic to condemn anyone for their beliefs. She believed that if this is what called to me, to do it, and she never judged me for it, as far as being a witch. And she actually was more witchy than she would like to admit. A lot of the stuff that she taught me throughout my life, later on I found out are like, she's from New Orleans, so it's a lot of like hoodoo culture and different things that are so much more witchy than anyone ever realized. So I'm setting up my ancestral altar now really to focus on her. She's the matriarch of my family, and now that she's gone, I want to show, you know, my love for her and my thanks for her being in my life. and continuing to watch over us from the other side. So I'll have to do another video about that. I'm not going to show that right now just because it's not really set up the way that I want to represent it. So I'll go ahead and totally do another video for that because I think that's important that we explore that. So I just wanted to kind of give you an overview of my witchy space, and I hope my music's not too loud. Hi guys, you can see me in the mirror or like in my reflection here. I'm not going to get on camera today because I've been cleaning and doing work around the house and I'm sweating. It's hotter than Hades' ass crack here in Southern California right now. It's humid, which we're not normally humid, so it's really bad. I feel like I'm in New Orleans right now, actually. And I'm starting to ramble, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I hope to talk with all of you guys on Witchyversity. Feel free to friend me on Facebook. I'll go ahead and post all my links in the down bar. Subscribe, like, leave comments about what videos you want to see. Please leave video responses. I'd love to see that from you guys. I'll show you my altar one more time. As my lighting is slowly fading here, guys. Sorry. I do want to talk about my cauldron before we end. It's a little brass cauldron. It has some stuff in there that I'm currently using for working. This I actually got at a thrift store for like $2.95, and it was incredible. When I saw it, I literally sprinted across the room to grab it because I needed it in my life. Salvation Army. I don't know what else to say about it. Definitely though, I look forward to speaking with all of you soon. Pretty soon I'll do my introduction video with me on camera so you guys can get to know me a little bit better, and I'll talk about my mundane life as well as my magical life and my beliefs, and really just get to know you guys. I'm really excited for this journey on YouTube, so I will talk to all of you soon. Blessed be.